Hey, welcome
Hello.
everybody to a little Doing Good in Kitsap and Beyond. That's Jamie Jensen right there.
And the great Chris,
Look at
Chris
that.
Larson.
We are live at 5 on Tuesdays. That's what we do. And yeah, this doesn't look like we've got the Wappler box and we're in the Jensen Realty home base, but
We're not in my kitchen today.
yeah, we are going to have a special guest here in a minute. But Jamie, how you doing? You look like you've been busy the last couple of days.
I am yeah, it's been the last couple weeks have been a complete blur.
I'll go with that.
But yeah, it's been kind of nice to breathe a little bit, and I'm still washing silverware.
Oh,
So
yeah.
from Saturday night, we've been talking about it here forever, it feels like, but we had the
Yes.
barn dance. So
Well,
that was so much fun.
You just didn't have a barn dance. You had an extremely successful barn
We
dance.
had-
How are
yeah.
things with the Stampede right now after stampeding through the boot scooting
Yeah.
barn dance? How'd things go on Saturday night?
Well, it was so fun. So Betsy and the boys of course, closed out the night, and
That's
they
great.
did an amazing job. But so right now we were raising money specifically for the youth livestock kids.
Yes.
And then also because the chutes in the arena for the rodeo are old, and we're getting to the point where they were dangerous for the cowboys.
We don't need that.
So we need to replace those. So
Yes.
we just put a giant dent in that. We raised at our auction on Saturday night at the fairgrounds.
Drum roll, please, out
No.
there.
100 Kitsap County came out and helped us raise $133,000.
Look at that, doing good in
one
Kitsap
night. Isn't
in
that
one night.
amazing?
An amazing night, and we plugged it on this here show, and people showed up for it. And look at that! Look what can happen in our own backyard.
Absolutely, yeah. People from here donated auction items and bought tickets, and so
when you put that specific need, and we do get world-class cowboys at the
we do.
Stampede, and so for their safety and to lean into that and to make the facilities and take them up, I'm just very proud of the Stampede crew for what they did on Saturday night. This is awesome.
Absolutely. Yeah. We had just a really great team, and they worked hard. And so I'm thrilled that we did so well. I'm also thrilled that it's over and I can move on to the next thing.
That's it.
But it was that night that it's like, hey, what are we going to do now for Shop with the Cop?
That's
So
great.
it's,
That's great.
Yep, so much. You had a great show too on Saturday night.
I had a great show. We packed the Admiral Theater with Dennis Regan. And so I've had two Regan brothers here this
Right
year.
on.
And nobody ever does that. It was a great weekend with him. And the audiences are just man, it's just too funny of a show for what we usually get over here. So
well, I'm sorry I missed it.
Well, when we double up like that,
I know there are only so many days in a year.
There's not enough.
Yeah, no, there are not enough.
So but thank you to too many people. Little things like I was driving down Wheaton Way, and there's Cooper Fuel and Automotive.
Yeah.
And they said, hey, go to the Admiral Theater. The great Chris is there with his buddy Dennis.
That's awesome.
I mean, just things like that.
Their sign is always great.
They do put a lot of great things up there, and they raise things up in this community. They always have something positive there. So yeah, we'll get Jason on one of these times. We'll get him on the show.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah. Well, I've been talking to JR. He helps us with our videos. I've been talking to him about we just need to go out and meet some of these businesses where they are and just do some.
Yeah, we'll do more things where the people are.
Right.
Which I think, are we doing that tonight?
We are doing that
I think
tonight.
we're meeting. Is it a business? I don't think it's a. It's
big business.
It's the hub of Kitsap is where we're at right now.
Yeah.
And if anybody's ever been involved in any type of fundraising strategies or any type of philanthropy or anything to do with foundations and stuff, why wouldn't you do it with the Kitsap Community Foundation people? Is that did I almost say that correctly and stuff like that?
You did, absolutely. And that's where we are tonight. I don't know if you can see it over our shoulder. We're at the Kitsap Community Foundation right here in Silverdale.
In Silverdale, Washington.
And
we've got the CEO, the person in charge. Tina O'Brien is with us tonight. And look at that. Look at that camera work right there. We went from a 2-shot to a 3-shot. Now look at that.
If y'all could see how this works, you don't want to know.
Yeah.
Where's Susan when we need her for the behind the scenes?
I know.
She's
almost here.
Well, we're really excited to have you join us, Tina.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
Welcome to our program, Tina. This is something that we enjoy doing each and every week. And first, tell us a little bit about yourself. How did you get involved with the Kitsap Community Foundation?
Well, it started many years ago. My family used to, on Labor Day weekend, go camping at Point No Point. So when I was a little bitty one, and so we were coming from King County at that point. And so I fell in love with Kitsap then, because it was my favorite weekend of the year always. And so then we, when my husband and I bought our first house, we bought it up in Eglon, which is kind of north of Kingston, right? And then I had aging parents, little kids, needed to merge the households, went back to King County for a while.
Oh, there you go.
My parents sadly are gone, but now I'm back.
I love
back
it.
where I want to be.
I love it.
Wonderful.
And we're not catching you at all at a busy time for the foundation at all. I mean, we're basically 1 week away from the big give.
Yep.
And how things going? I mean, things have already started.
Things have started. So Kitsap Great Give, as you probably know, started 11 years ago. And folks at that point thought, when United Way and Kitsap Community Foundation got together and said, we think we can have a day of giving and raise $1 million in a day. Everyone said, y'all are nuts. There is no way that in Kitsap you're going to raise $1 million in a day. But since then, in the last 11 years, $15.6 million have been raised for our nonprofits, which is just a stunning number.
That's huge.
It's huge.
And it's huge. And it's a foundation. I mean, it keeps on growing.
It does.
Oh my goodness sakes, the seeds that have been planted.
Yeah.
And the important note of that too is that it's not money that's coming to the Kitsap Community Foundation. No. It's money that you all are raising, and each individual charity is getting a piece of that.
Right. So people give to whatever it is that calls to their heart. And so the benefit of the Kitsap Great Give for nonprofits is that there's a lot of nonprofits at this point that are using it for their annual appeal. So they don't have to do the big mailing and all that. And so then for whatever dollars are brought in during the Great Give, there's a 5% boost that goes on top of it. So if somebody gives $1 to their favorite food bank, then the food bank actually gets $1.05.
That's fantastic.
It's amazing. And then there's prizes and some other fun stuff that we have going on.
Good.
So the Great Give actually has a day. There is a day that is the Kitsap Great Give. And what day is that?
It's Tuesday, April 16th. So 1 week away. And early giving has started already. It started on April 1st. And this year we have 363 nonprofits that are participating, which is fantastic.
That is fantastic.
Yeah.
What's amazing is that there are that many organizations serving our community. And there are so many organizations that are still not part of the Great Give.
There are.
So that's, I want to talk about that, but let's talk about what kind of organizations you have in the Great Give already.
Oh my goodness. It's anything you could think of. It's food security, it's human services, it's environmental, it's theater, it's kids soccer clubs. It's everything that helps make Kitsap the beautiful place that we live in.
So the requirement is, we were talking about this earlier, is that the requirement is that you be a 501c3 nonprofit and you apply.
Yes, you need to be registered with the IRS and the state, and you apply. So there's no other litmus test other than you're approved by both of those entities. And we do that so that we can ensure that the money is going to actual nonprofits.
Right. Perfect.
And so what you're going to see, and I'm already seeing this all over the place, in windows and in stores, all over Facebook, is individual nonprofits. And when you work with a lot of organizations, you're going to see a lot of them on your Facebook page or Instagram page. Hey, give to the Great Give to Kitsap Humane Society, give to whomever on the Great Give. And so there's a lot of that. And
we're getting mailers coming to our house just about daily from different ones of the organizations.
Oh, is that true? See, I'd love to hear that. That's fantastic.
So it's getting pushed out so many different ways. And every day I open up the mailbox, it's like, all right, it's coming, it's like a countdown. Every day there's a couple more. So
yeah, well, and it's been such a fun week here because people are coming into our office and dropping off checks for whatever nonprofits they want to support. And so
great.
It just builds a lot of excitement. And
That
so
is
sometimes
great.
we work behind the scenes supporting all the nonprofits in Kitsap, but people don't see us.
Right.
But this time we get to experience all the joy with everyone else as they're dropping off gifts, which is pretty
awesome.
fun.
That's the best.
One of the fun things that I heard you say was that people come in because they want to be first. It's like, I want to be the first one to bring me my check.
Yes.
So how cool is that to create that level of competition and excitement about something?
Yeah, it's amazing because we're still a week out from the gift day, and we have over $200,000 in gifts from 500 donors
already this year.
Already in the door.
Already this year,
Yeah.
over $200,000 has come in for the great gift, and let's just say it out loud. So that's a fifth of the way there.
Yeah.
Fifth of the way there from just being a miracle, and then I think we're going to break that, right? I mean,
for sure. We, it's hard to compare apples to apples
because
it's not all the same nonprofits, but we think that we're ahead of where we were last year at this time. So we're pretty happy about that. It's a good sign.
It is a great sign.
And you have a goal?
We do have a goal. Our goal is 2 million. That's what we would really love to bring in for the nonprofits in Kitsap. Last year we brought in 1.47.
Okay.
So if we get to 1.5, we are going to be delighted.
Wow. Yeah.
Wow, that's just great.
And it's an interesting time right now too, in that inflation is crazy. Everything is more expensive.
Everything.
And so employment is up, but it's just such a challenging time in the community where what are you hearing from the organizations that are part of this about the people who are in need in our community?
Oh my goodness. So I don't know if you're meeting with nonprofits as part of this podcast, but certainly the need is going up at our food banks and in human services. Absolutely.
Right.
I think it's generally understood that individual giving is down pretty significantly since before COVID. And I think it's exactly what you talked about. It's inflation. It's a little bit about the tax policy that folks can't itemize anymore. So they're not giving as much. And people, I think there are many people in Kitsap that I've noticed don't care about the tax deduction, which is beautiful. They're just giving to the things that they love, and they're going to support whatever's local to them.
Right.
Yeah.
Boy.
And the nice thing is, if you don't have a passion for something, you can find something here that you care about. Whether
over 300 organizations.
Absolutely. If you don't already have something that you love and an organization that you love, you'll find something that you like, whether you like dogs or food or clothes or whatever.
Exactly. So when you go to the kitsapgreatgive.org, exactly. You go to kitsapgreatgive.org website, you can sort by the different areas. So if food security is your thing, if human services is your thing, if you want to be sure to support BIPOC organizations, whatever it is that people are interested in supporting, they can filter down the list. And every single household in Kitsap received a mailer with a list of, I think this has about 350. We've had some folks register since the deadline for this mailer. Wow. So you can look through this and just see the list of names.
Or go online and read all that on your site as well.
Absolutely,
and I think it's great on that you post when the totals and stuff as it's going and things. And I love that there's people that are watching it going, you know what, that one organization, they haven't had one donation yet. Let's at least put $2 there. So you get complete, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I see that going on with people that I know and stuff like that. I just find that fascinating.
Yeah, I looked right before here and I saw that 60% of the nonprofits already have a gift.
Look at that.
Which is amazing.
60% of 300 plus organizations already have been designated where the gift is going and stuff like that, which means that's 150 others that why don't you take a look at them and find something about them that reaches your heart and stuff like that. And I bet you some of those are the smaller ones. And if you have that energy in your heart, I bet you they'd love not only your check, but some volunteer hours as well.
Sure.
You know, that's the amazing thing. We talk about that a lot of doing one, you know, whether you've got one day a month or one day a year or one day, and just do one. Just find that little pebble in your heart to put it in the pond and get involved, get out of your house and be part of it as well.
Yeah. So the reality in Kitsap, we've learned from our surveys that we do after the Great Give, the reality is that 47% of our nonprofits are all volunteer led.
Yes.
And 63% of our nonprofits have operating budgets of less than $250,000. There are a whole lot of people doing a whole lot of good on no money.
Right.
Yeah.
And so that's why this is such an important event for our county, that it mobilizes everyone to help support the community that we all love.
Yeah, it's the healthiest thing you can do for your mind, body, and heart is to get out and get involved, not only financially, but with your spirit as well. And the people and the connections you'll meet there will just change your life. So look at that, 363 organizations, 60% of them have already been given to, and now we're looking at you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and as Chris said, if you're one of those people that fights for the underdog,
yes,
just go down there and find the organization that has very little or nothing donated already, and just go hit it with $5. And that's the other thing too. We're talking about
the Left-Handed Blind Trumpet Association needs you. They need you right now.
People are going to go look for that. So. But the other thing too, I mean, like we talked about, a lot of people don't have additional funds, extra money right now to give. And so to Chris's point, there's great opportunity. If you don't have money, but you have a little bit of time, that's a great opportunity to really go find. If you don't even know where to go, go to the website and you can find organizations there that you can learn a lot more about.
You got that right.
So.
And it's going to open up a whole new world to you and what it'll do for your life and stuff. It just, there's the best feeling in our life is when you get involved in something that you love and believe in. And the opportunities now, look at that. We're coming into spring right now. Summer's coming. What are you doing? We're going to have these long days going, sunset till 10 o'clock at night. Find that hour, that 1 hour that you want to just say, hey, let me go down and check this place out and see if I can help them out. So,
can I see that list?
Of course.
What's so amazing is that there's so many organizations on here. They had to do it in like 5-point font in order to fit it in, where I have to raise my glasses up in order to be able to see some of these. But I love it. So if you live in Kitsap County, you have this, you receive this in your mail. I've got one sitting in my purse right now.
Yep.
So you can go online and make a donation. There's also an envelope right
and there's
here.
That QR code thing. You can go click.
One of those.
Yep.
Or just go to kitsapgreatgive.org. Kitsapgreatgive.org. So 11 years, you said.
Yeah, this is our 11th year.
And so how do you feel the transition from the beginning to now?
Well, I'll tell you, the amount of gratitude we receive from nonprofits, because really and truly they rely on these dollars to help make their budgets. They're very small budgets. The amount of gratitude is really overwhelming.
How many were the first year? How many organizations?
Well, I wasn't here then, so I don't know that answer.
Is it a handful, or because I imagine a few of the big ones in the county, were the first to lean in and stuff. So I have to call Cole.
Yeah, well, I'm so sorry. I don't have that answer off the top of my head. But what we know is that we get new nonprofits every single year, because some of those are just forming.
Right.
And then some are just, they've been operating not as a nonprofit, but as a community group or something. And now they're getting their 501c3. So
love it.
Yeah.
Well, and if you are a nonprofit, you're part of a nonprofit, you volunteer for a nonprofit, and this is the first time you're hearing about the Kitsap Great Give, go take a look at it. And, 2025 is right around the corner.
Yeah.
And this is when you can get started on going through the process now. So Chris and I talk about a lot about events, fundraisers, auctions, those kinds of things that we're a part of. But not every organization can do that.
Right.
Not every organization has the opportunity to put
on
together
a campaign,
a big event, or an auction, or even a small auction that $5,000 to $10,000. lot of money.
Yeah.
But so if that's not something in your wheelhouse, don't feel like you don't have a window of opportunity, because this is your rallying spot.
Yeah, and it's such a good opportunity for even faith communities or groups that might not consider themselves the standard nonprofit to say, okay, if you give during this time period, then there'll be an extra 5 cents for every dollar that goes to the nonprofit.
That's incredible. Amazing. And that 5 cents is coming from the Kitsap Community Foundation, or do you have a donor?
We have sponsors for the event. So United Way of Kitsap County has been an incredible partner since the very beginning in this. Wow. And we have a number of other sponsors that help provide the 5% boost funds, we call them. And that also we have prizes, like there'll be a power hour. And so whatever nonprofit gets the most donations during a particular hour, they might get $500. And so like I was meeting with the Women's Giving Circle of Kitsap Peninsula yesterday. And so their power hour is from midnight to 9 a.m. on April 16th.
Oh my.
And so, and then there's a prize. So what they're trying to do is get all the folks to donate during that time period, and then they'll get extra money for their membership and for their grants, which is
everything
amazing.
About that's amazing.
Yeah,
Tina.
Good.
That's
so
great.
Lean into your favorite organization. Find out if your favorite charity is on this list already. And if it is, then there are so many ways that you can create that extra boost for them.
Yeah. One of the best things that you could do as a donor is to approach the nonprofit and offer to provide matching funds. So only 15% of our nonprofits actually line up matching funds ahead of the Great Give. And so what that means is that if, say I put up $1,000 and I'll say I'll provide this match funds. I actually did this for the CPAC Community Center. And so I'll say I'll provide these match funds. You can go to others and see if they'll add to it. And then every dollar that gets donated during the Great Give gets matched by somebody else. So then you double the amount that you would have brought in. And so if there's an area for growth for nonprofits, that's the place to do it. Yep.
Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Well, how exciting. So next Tuesday, I know what we're going to be talking about.
I know what we'll be talking about. We'll be looking over your shoulder online and watching the totals and stuff like that. Yeah. So looking forward to this, Tina. Goodness sakes.
Thank you so much for helping us amplify the word about it.
That's the whole idea.
And I would love to say, if you know somebody who has a reader board, we would love to see Kitsap Great Give next Tuesday everywhere. Remind everyone that on April 16th is the Kitsap Great Give, and it's the day of generosity for our community.
The day of generosity.
So if you have a reader board, put it up there, Kitsap Great Give, and you can just put the website up there, kitsapgreatgive.org. Just put that on your reader board next Tuesday. Do it Monday night. And
or Sunday, whatever.
Or today.
Either way. So that's because it's open now.
Yep.
It's open now. Giving is coming in, 200K in right now.
Yeah, that's incredible. So this is not the only thing that the Kitsap Community Foundation does.
No.
So tell us what you do the other 364 days of the year.
Well, thank you for asking.
Or this year, 365 extra days.
Yes.
Well, we're certainly known best for the Kitsap Great Give. That's what most folks know us for. So we work a lot with nonprofits. We help them. Of course, we run the Great Give to bring in money for them. We help share best practices. We help share fundraising information. And if they have donors that have complicated estates, for instance, and they need some help with their estate planning, they call us in to help with that. We have agency funds. So we hold endowments for United Way, for the library, for the Kitsap County Sheriff. We've got a long list of funds. We have 140 different funds that we manage.
Oh my.
And so a good chunk of those are agency funds. And so we help the agencies start endowments and then build their endowments.
That's huge.
And so that the money can stay in this community, which is amazing.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And we work with donors directly so that if somebody sells a business and has a liquidation event, they can we can help them figure out how to save money on taxes and instead take that money and send it to the nonprofits that they love that are in Kitsap.
Look at that.
Yeah, it's good. And then the last thing that we do is we have a competitive grants process. We give money to local nonprofits. Over the summer is our grant window. And so we provide this grant money. And the thing we do that's different from a lot of foundations is we provide operating dollars. You don't have to be doing a new sexy project. We will help you pay the light bill.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great, Tina. Unbelievable.
My husband forgot to pay our garbage bill. Can I send that?
You just
How did
outed
that
him here.
happen?
I know.
Ay, ay, ay.
We're also going to out him here because he just had a birthday. So happy birthday to
Happy
Scott.
birthday,
Oh,
Scott.
happy birthday.
You
Yeah.
know who else just had a birthday?
Uh-oh.
Sue Roofner.
Oh, she did.
Yep, she just
Big
had a birthday.
celebration party girl.
And our
Yes.
good friend Todd Schneiderman's having a birthday
Todd.
today.
Look at that.
You know what's crazy? Every one of them is 60.
Oh,
That's a good year.
Are you 60?
I'm 60. How
Congratulations.
did that happen?
I'm not quite 60.
Yeah.
You're not 60.
57.
Yeah.
Me too.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, there you go.
Woohoo!
See, we'll celebrate together when we are 60.
No,
I'm
that's
hanging out
right.
with two young chicks. Yeah.
Aren't you always?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goodness. sakes.
So, yeah, no. So we've got some comments here. Yeah. So Scott says he loves the Collar of Hope that's on your list.
Oh, right
Great
on.
organization. So let's see the Humane Society and the Bremerton Food Line.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Also great organizations on there. So let's see
Unbelievable.
what else. I'm looking at the rest of the list here. So some of the comments come up here and some of them come up elsewhere. So
So crazy.
So if somebody wants to get involved with the Kitsap Community Foundation, I just got this invitation as well.
Yes.
The Kitsap Celebration of Philanthropy.
Which is a phenomenal night every year.
It's
Yeah,
the best.
It's a Donnybrook of an auction too.
Yeah.
Not many items, but
Exactly.
cool things and stuff.
So what we do on this is May 17th this year. We'd love for you to join us if
Yeah.
you'd like to join us. We this year we'll be at the Suquamish Clearwater Casino.
Yeah.
And we give awards for the most philanthropic folks in the community. So we
Yeah.
have a Spirit of Philanthropy Award, a business doing good,
Yeah.
nonprofit service, and then one of my favorites is a Young Philanthropist Award.
Yes.
Mm.
Yeah.
You
They're
know, you
always
see a
so cute and
teenager
cool. Yes.
getting toys for
Yeah.
kids in the hospital or whatever. It's pretty moving.
Yeah.
And
And I know that girl, and her mom is watching right now.
Oh.
So kudos to you, Mom.
Yay.
And kudos to her. She's just she
Yeah.
really is
Yeah.
an amazing kid. She's not a kid anymore,
Mhm.
but yeah, just a young lady.
yeah, and it's if you haven't been, it's a pretty fun night. We have a hosted bar. We the food will be amazing this year. We have a short auction. We have the award ceremony, and then we're going to do some dancing afterwards.
Oh
So it'll be
my.
fun.
Look
Fun.
at that. That's
And you're
great.
looking for sponsors for that event right now.
Of course we
right?
are. Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you for asking.
Yeah.
If somebody's interested in sponsoring, you can go to our website or just give our main line a call and ask for Tina, and I'm happy to talk with you about it.
That's awesome,
Fantastic.
Tina.
Yeah, thank
That's
you.
great.
So
That's great.
anything else you want to share with us?
Well, I just the thing that's most notable to me about the Great Give, because from these surveys we have data,
Mhm.
we know that 46% of people who give are over 50, which means that
Huh.
54% of people are under
Under
50.
50.
And the nonprofits have told us that that they really rely on the Great Give for younger donors and for new donors. So almost half
Nice.
of people that give to the
Wow.
Great Give are making donations to nonprofits they haven't made donations to
That's
before.
awesome.
And about 70% of them are making a donation in addition to whatever annual donation they were already making.
That's great.
So, so that's just an incredible thing that
That's-
we're so grateful for.
That just boosts the spirit of the whole thing, doesn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
Well, the nice thing, so much about giving is how easy is it for me to give? If I want to go donate $5, $10, $100, whatever to an organization, how do I have to go dig for them? Do I have to go find them? So you make it easy to just go on kitsapgreatgive.org
Click.
and you get a catalog. It's like shopping on Amazon.
Yeah, and everyone's vetted. So
Yeah.
you know you're not going to get scammed because we have personally vetted every
Right.
single nonprofit to make sure
Right.
that
Yes.
they have all their papers filed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even if all you do is $1, you will make a difference.
Yes. And you'll feel better. You'll
Yeah.
feel better about yourself. There's the most amazing thing for your health, your mental health, your physical health, everything is giving.
Yeah.
And when you give of yourself, everything about the world is a better place. And if everybody in Kitsap gave $1, it would solve every problem in Kitsap.
Well, that's the truth.
Yeah. Yeah. Right there.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah.
Everybody. Just $1. It's all we ask.
Give $2 and we can solve all the problems in the whole country, right?
I'm sure we could. I'm
Oh,
ready for that.
There is your challenge.
Yeah. Yeah.
$2 and we've solved the world's
I
problems.
like it.
Yeah. Left-handed trombone players of the world unite, you know?
I don't
Yeah.
think they're on here, friend.
I don't think so.
They might not have registered in time.
Yeah, they take
Next
care
year.
they take care of kittens and old people. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
What do you
Yeah.
think? So what do you think is the most unique organization that's on your list?
Oh goodness, I don't think I can answer that because everyone
Okay.
has this incredible mission and something about that community that makes them special.
Yeah.
What I know is that of the donations that are made, 1 in 3 gifts that are made go right to human services. So it's going to feed people, to house
There
people,
we
to
go.
provide the care that people need.
Yeah.
Raise all those boats. here at
I'm a
Kitsap.
social service girl in my heart,
Yeah.
and so that makes me
Absolutely.
so happy.
Barnacles and bees.
I like
That
it.
just sounds cool.
It does. I want to know
Yeah.
more.
Barnacles and bees. Go look it up.
And,
Matchstick Collab.
and wait
Oh,
till
that's a cool one. That's a nice one.
wait till Jamie finds out that I want to have each one of these organizations on our show this next year. Okay.
Good
So
luck,
that-
my
so-
friend.
So that our scorebook,
No.
so our scorebook for next
Right.
year is a little easier to go down. Okay. So
Yeah, then we'll know. We're gonna start with the barnacles and bees because I,
think
that's
so. We
pretty
got
cool.
we got to have them on.
Yeah.
So.
Doc Love the Kids.
Oh, they're amazing.
Yeah.
Our Gems,
love it.
amazing
Our
organization.
Gems. That is,
Oh.
you know who does that? Harriet.
Harriet
Harriet
Bryant.
Bryant. I
Because
love her.
Harriet does
And Vicky.
I
everything.
love her.
Yep.
Yeah.
She's a troublemaker, but I love her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
she's pretty amazing. I'm sure the YWCA is on here
They
too.
are for sure. Yep.
Yep. And they do amazing stuff. South Kitsap Band Boosters.
Woohoo!
There's your trombone players.
There's my. I got him. All right, I told you. Just the nick of time.
There had to
I've
be
been
some
vetted.
way to go. Yeah, Allison says Kathleen Sutton.
Oh
Fun.
yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
they-
what
Yeah.
amazing. Yes.
They're pretty great.
They
so
are pretty great.
Prison Pet Partnership.
Oh, that's an amazing program.
Yeah,
Is that the one at the women's prison where they take in the
In
dogs?
Purdy?
That
Yeah.
is a pretty cool project.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, CBEC Community Center, CBEC Conference Center, great
Yep.
organizations, both
Mhm.
of those. ShareNet Food Bank.
I love it.
So Silver Ridge PTA.
Oh,
If you have a PTA, you should be on
you
here.
should be
For
on
sure.
here.
Why aren't
Yeah,
you on
yeah,
here?
yeah.
The Seroptimus.
Yeah.
I'm not going to read every single one of these, but
There's 363.
no. Tracyton Pee-wees. My husband was in the Tracyton Pee-wees.
Oh,
So Up From Slavery Initiative. That's interesting.
they're good.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's great.
I'm going
That's
to take
great.
a look at that. So anyway, this is awesome.
There's
Go
a
read
lot of
this. Go
there's a
find
lot of
this in
things
your
to
mail.
pique your interest and to lean into, but play well with others. That's what we ask.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, right here in our own backyard, things are going to get better every day because of this foundation. Okay, I mean,
Agreed.
just know that if you have if you've got that cloud, just know that every day it's getting better because money's coming in already. Okay.
Yeah.
How do we not live in the best place in America when we've got this going on right now?
Yeah.
And it probably started out, I'm just going to say it, probably 24 groups that leaned in and said,
Yeah.
let's start this and let's see if it can grow. And now 11 years later,
Yeah.
363 groups coming into $1.5 million this year. Come on. Kitsap's the best.
It is the best.
And we need you. We need you to play well. We need that buck, that 1 hour. Just lean into it. Get out.
Yeah.
Come play well with others.
I
Love
love
them all.
that.
Stephen Gardner, read them all. We have time. I don't.
Steve Gardner, love you, brother. I'm going to read them at story night, okay? He puts on the Kitsap Library story
Oh,
night,
I love
okay?
that. Well, the
I-
library's on here for
Kitsap
sure.
Library.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got
Yeah.
you covered there, Steve. That's the one you wanted. You just didn't want to plug your own
Yeah.
thing. I see how you are, brother.
Read them all. That would have taken me a while to get there, buddy.
Yeah.
Well, the great news is if for some reason this is just too overwhelming and you can't figure out who you want to support, if you make a gift to the Kitsap Community Foundation, we support all the nonprofits. And so
So
that
there
makes
we
it
go.
easy
There we
Yeah.
go.
That's cool.
because it can be
Love it.
overwhelming. I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just pick something you care about.
Yeah.
Pick a genre. Pick a a theme.
Yes.
Do you want to house people? You want to feed people? You want to support band? You want to support gardens? You want to
Yeah.
support
kids, old
bees
people.
and whatever these other things are?
Barnacles.
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 Love it.
Huh.
I'm reading about barnacles and bees. I'm gonna go
I
find out
wonder
what
if
they
it
are.
means like crusty old guys barnacles.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
that's
And
right
then-
up
and
my
then-
alley.
And the youth of tomorrow, bees that are out active and,
Yeah.
and making things
I
happen.
love it.
Yeah, I don't
If
know.
that isn't what it's about, that's what it should be about.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You gotta. Yeah, I don't know. Get
Yeah.
off my lawn group. You know.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
I'm going to start that. Get off my lawn.
That's it.
Might take me a while to get my 501c3 for
It
that.
might be. They're gonna look at you twice. That's for sure.
Yeah. What's your
Uh,
problem, lady?
Yeah.
Yeah, as who has a husband who invites people to their lawn
All the time.
for charity concerts,
And you bring in a dozen donuts
Yeah.
a month.
right?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
people
Or
are gonna
more.
stop by if you bring in a dozen donuts a month.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Tina, thank you.
Thank you. May I just tell
Yes.
you about one other
Yes,
thing that
yes,
we're doing?
Let's do it.
In addition to the Great Give, we have just partnered with an organization called freewill.com.
Okay.
And so for the next couple of years, we're
Mhm.
able to allow anyone in Kitsap who wants to do their will for free. They can go to the
Wow.
Kitsap Community Foundation website, and it takes about 20 minutes. It's super, super straightforward.
Can I grab the nip of their ear and bring them in? I mean, there's a few people I know that
Well, the
shame
reality
on
is-
them. I'm not going to say your names right now, but I could.
Yeah.
Well, the reality is 7 in 10 people in Kitsap
Yes.
do not have a current will. 7 in 10.
Wow.
And so then as folks go through the process, of course, we're going to ask if people want to leave a bequest in their estate plans for whatever
Love it.
it is that they love. And so we've had about 700 people visit the website so far,
Hey.
just in a couple of months.
Awesome.
And our very first bequest notification we got was for $3.5 million
Really?
for an organization that has a $60,000 operating budget.
Wow.
See,
That's
So
life
it's
changing.
life changing.
unbelievable.
Imagine that was
Yeah.
a good day that we got to
Yeah.
tell that executive director, by the way.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
so if you don't have a will, really, please consider just taking a few minutes, 20 minutes on any day.
Yes. Yes.
KitsapFoundation.org. You can see it on our banner there.
Mhm.
And then it'll just walk you through very simple questions. We know that the ideal is, of course, that people would assemble their CPA and their estate planning
Right.
attorney
Right.
and their wealth advisor. But the reality is people are not doing that. And there are a lot
Correct.
of folks who are passing away without wills, and their
Yes.
loved ones aren't cared for, their pets aren't cared for, and the causes they
Everything.
love won't be cared for.
Yeah, yeah.
Thanks for letting me make that pitch.
Yeah,
You bet.
absolutely.
That's a phenomenal
So,
pitch.
Drenda asked, where was it that's doing wills? I just posted kitsapfoundation.org. Go to
Yep.
there.
Yep.
And you'll get that information. And for those who don't know, as a bequest
Mhm.
is essentially a gift in your will after you pass away
Yes.
for an
Yes.
organization you want to support.
Yeah, and so
Yes.
what a lot of people will do is they'll say they have 3 children, they'll leave 25% of their estate to one kid, 25 to another, 25 to another, and then 25 to the nonprofits that they love.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I have
Amazing.
just the weirdest stat in the world that it's stuck in my head, and I'm just going to say it this way. Right now in America, there's 1.1 million people who have wills that have children, but they're bequeathing everything to their dog. Okay?
There's
And
a whole
so-
commercial
and
about
so,
that.
and so you,
Yeah.
I'm talking to you right there. If you're not as
Looking in the
cute
mirror.
as your grandma and grandpa's dog, and you don't go over and visit and play with them and make their world better the way their dog does, clean up your act.
Yeah.
Okay?
Nice.
Yeah.
I
So
love
you
that.
like that one?
I do.
Yeah.
Well, and the reality is there's a lot of folks who have wills, but they did them 20 or 25
Right.
years ago. So
And
maybe
things
their
change.
beneficiaries on their IRAs only name the first kid or name the ex-wife, and if
Oh.
you don't get that stuff cleaned up,
Uh-huh.
then your assets are not going to go to the people and the causes that you love.
There we go.
Right.
Awesome.
Yeah.
This has been fun today. Thank you for
so
letting
much.
us play with you
Of course,
today, Tina.
anytime. Please
This
come
was
back.
a lot of
I
fun.
love this jacket. I
Thank
have
you.
it too. I love it. It's pretty.
Love it.
So,
So
wow, Tina, you're the best.
You're the best. Thank you.
this
Thank
has
you.
been fun.
This has been fun. So we will see you.
1
Next-
week.
I'm going to go get mom. Hi,
Yes.
mom.
Hi, Mom.
And so I'm going to be somewhere between here and there next week.
Okay.
But
So we'll go live and we'll
I'll-
do it. And
I'll
and away
find
we
you
go.
somewhere between
Yes.
Arizona and Washington on
I
the
love it.
road.
I love it. I
We'll
can
do
handle-
a
I can-
guessing game
I
about
can-
where
I
we
can handle
are.
that pressure. And
Just,
so this will be one of those Beyond shows, folks. Okay.
and subject to internet availability.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So, yeah, good deal. This was fun. A great one. I posted the kitsapgreatgive.com.org.
.org.
Yep.
Yep.
Jamie, kitsapgreatgive.org.
There we go.
I'll fix the link for you.
We'll fix the link.
kitsapgreatgive.org and kitsapfoundation.org.
Awesome.
Go find something you like and tell us about it.
Click on the sites, get involved with the groups. And if you're an organization out there and you're not part of it, there's 363 people that are going to be very happy on the 17th. And you'll be looking over the fence going, why is their grass green?
Right.
They got their stuff together. So get your stuff together. Let's get involved. And all you 363 organizations, we're going to have you on the show this year. I don't know how we're going to do that.
Barnacles and bees.
Barnacles and bees. Every morning at the fair, we'll do a 2-hour show before it opens.
Oh my God.
And we'll just have because they'll all be out there.
A bunch of them will, yeah.
And so we're gonna put you guys live and feature as many of you as we can, and we're gonna play well with you because it's doing good in Kitsap and beyond.
And beyond.
Yeah.
So, and you know what? I hope by next week we're going to have a date for Kitsap Shop with a Cop.
I'm positive we will.
So we're going to be ready, and we're going to be pushing forward.
Plugging a bunch of that. And,
our 20th anniversary.
Yeah. So kudos to the Great Give. Get involved with it. And Jamie, thanks for playing with me today.
Thank you, my friend. I got to get back to our place where we can find our music. So just takes me a minute.
So I'm just going to talk for a second. Yeah, I can do that. I'm killing time. I'm dancing. We're going to dance and stuff.
Love you.
Love you. Yeah, best shows ever are when we're together. All right.
Agreed.
Thank you, Tina.
Take care. Thanks.
Doing good.